Online shopping isn't the only boom brought on by the pandemic. Zoom towns are another. Sally Schulze tells us what they are in tonight's special report.
Since the pandemic began, we've all become way too familiar with Zoom meetings. But what's a Zoom town?
Zoom town is actually one of the cities in which you could actually work remotely while you have a job in another town.
For Dylan McDowell, that means trading in his Rogers Park condo for a 3-bedroom house in a small town just outside of Mattoon, Illinois.
It's cute and quaint and relaxing. Easy access to the city or St. Louis or Indy or wherever my friends are coming in from.
As a Chicago realtor, his job offers him the flexibility to live and primarily work remotely from his hometown, which is about 200 miles south of the Windy City.
Zoom towns go both ways. A lot of people are leaving the big cities to go to the suburbs or just outside of the suburbs, but we're seeing a lot of people relocate to Chicago.
That includes Demir and John Donlin. Last month, they moved to this condo in Chicago's Lakeview neighborhood from a house in a spacious suburb near Villanova University in Pennsylvania.
I work for this management consulting company out of DC, and I'm fully remote. I can work anywhere.
Demir and John both work remotely while taking care of their 2-year-old twins. They chose Chicago as their Zoom town for a couple of reasons.
We wanted to sell our house and move back into the city, because we realized life in suburbia was not for us.
We wanted them to have other friends who have gay dads, or moms, of course.
Overall, the main reason most choose to move to a Zoom town is this.
It's all about cost. A lot of people are leaving and going to a location where they know that they can spend less money from where they were at currently.
So who is zooming off to a Zoom town? One real estate expert we spoke with says the age range goes from high to low, with people ready to retire moving out of big cities and younger people moving in.
Now the question is, are Zoom towns here to stay?
A lot of people thought this was going to be a fad. This was going to be something that was really heavy in the very beginning of the pandemic, but Zoom towns are here to stay.
Laura Forlano agrees. She's a social scientist at IIT who studies the future of how we work and live.
Overall, I think that people took the time during the pandemic to really reflect on their priorities. Many people have moved closer to family if they could.
Whether or not you can zoom off to your dream town depends on what type of job you have. Not all occupations allow employees to work remotely. Forlano says employers play a big role in whether or not you can make this decision.
More recently, we've seen some discussions around things like the 4-day work week. There are a few large employers that have decided to move to a 4-day work week, and that might make it more possible for certain workers.
Sally Schulze, Fox 32, Chicago.